Hi there. I am sitting here thinking about last week being Thanksgiving and next week being kind of an exciting week for me. So last week I shared a video about, in the spirit of Thanksgiving, I shared a video about gratitude and inviting you to write a list about the reasons why you can be grateful for your body, to your body, or you can appreciate your body. And for one, I'm wondering if you wrote your list, if you sat in the experience of feeling grateful and appreciative for your body. And funny enough, I just a couple days ago after Thanksgiving, I watched a video that Bruce Lipton published on the spirit of gratitude and Thanksgiving. And he talked about the impact of gratitude on our health. And so I thought I would elaborate a little bit more on last week's video, inspired, of course, by Bruce Lipton. And of course, the exciting thing for me next week is that I'm going to have the pleasure and the honor of interviewing Bruce Lipton next week on December 4th. So of course, I'm all about reading Bruce's stuff and staying on top of what he's talking about. So gratitude sounds like a new age, fluffy, cutesy thing, and I bet, I know I personally was long in the camp of saying, well, that sounds nice, but does it really work? And so I love people like Bruce Lipton, who is a scientist, a stem cell biologist, molecular biologist, and how he shares the scientific proof that gratitude has an impact on our health. And specifically, he talks about telomere length. And if you don't know what telomeres are the endings of your chromosomes. So every single cell in your body has 46 chromosomes. There are those little X's that you see in the illustrations. And the endings of, the four tips of those X's are the telomeres. And so when you're born, you have really long telomeres. And as we age, they get shorter and shorter. And so Bruce does a great job of explaining all of this in fantastic detail. But all you really need to know is that the length of your telomeres is an essential determinant of your youthfulness and your health, because the length of your telomeres determines how well your DNA can be read and replicated. And so the longer a telomere, the better your DNA can be read. The shorter it gets as we age, the less likely it is that your DNA inside your cell can be read in order to create a healthy new cell. And so if the DNA isn't copied perfectly and healthily, you're going to have a new cell with imperfect DNA. And that's the beginning of aging. That's also the beginning of some serious health issues. So telomere length is not only a sign of youthfulness, but it's also an essential element to stay healthy and avoid serious health issues. Now, one would be tempted to think, well, if telomeres were really long when we were young and they get shorter and shorter as we age, is it that we're just doomed and destined to have shorter telomeres and that they're never going to get any longer? And the answer is no, that we can actually do things that increase telomere length. And guess what? Gratitude is one of those things. Of course, nutrition and of course exercise will increase telomere length, but gratitude, being grateful, and not, grateful for the things in your life, grateful for the air you breathe, and having an actual, genuine attitude, a practice of gratitude. And it can start with your body. It can start with appreciating the things that are wonderful about your body. And that practicing gratitude has a very real biological effect on your body that's proven by stem cell researchers like Bruce Lipton that say, you know what? Gratitude is one of those things that will increase telomere length. And as you increase telomere length, you stay youthful, your DNA can be copied appropriately, so you create healthy new cells, as opposed to the degeneration that we just kind of give up for granted, and we assume that we're just going to degenerate as we age. So gratitude is one of those things, of course, nutrition, exercise, but there are more things that you can do that will increase telomere length. And so I'm hoping this is piquing your curiosity, because I would love for you to join me next Tuesday at 1 p.m. Eastern. I'm going to be interviewing the man himself, Bruce Lipton. I almost can't believe it's happening. Pinch me, because this is a dream come true. And I hope you'll join me live. We'll be talking about all of these things. But I also want to pick Bruce's brain on why he says that we're here to create heaven on earth. So Bruce Lipton, a former atheist, a scientist, his main message is that we are here to create heaven on earth. In our health, in our relationships, in the world around us, we're here to create heaven on earth. And I want to ask him, what's the science that makes you believe this? How is it that we can create heaven on earth in our bodies, in our health, in our relationships? All of this and so much more. And so you can join me live. For all of the details, you can go into my podcast page on my website. I've attached it to this video, and you can also submit questions. I put a form in there. Send me your questions for Bruce. What are you curious about? Are you curious about telomeres, about reversing autoimmune conditions, or genetic issues, or creating heaven on earth in our health and our relationships? What would you like to ask Bruce? I would love to hear. You can send me your questions, and I hope you join me live Tuesday, 1 p.m. Eastern. I can't wait. I can imagine you could tell how excited I am. Hope to see you then. Bye-bye.